and informatics. We stand at a crossroads of innovations and learning as we come together in a hybrid mode, combining the best of in-person and virtual participation. With this note, I, Dr. Neetu Sharma, on the behalf of Maharishi Arvind University, would like to give my heartiest welcome to our chairperson, Dr. Bharat Prashar sir, our chief guest, Professor Dr. D.P. Sharma sir, computer scientist, international digital diplomat, and ambassador, SBM and IFERC. Our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vidya Patni ma'am, convener of Indian Science Congress Association, Jaipur chapter. Our President, Professor S.C. Jain sir, our Managing Director, Professor Dr. Gurudat Kakkar sir, Mr. Satish Vyas sir, our Registrar, Mr. Gajen Singh Yadav sir, all deans, HODs, esteemed faculty members and scholars, to mark the beginning of a significant intellectual journey. International Conference on Recent Advancements and Innovations in Science, Management and Informatics. Today, we gather here from different parts of the world, united by a common goal to explore the frontiers of knowledge, to celebrate innovations, and to foster collaboration across at an unprecedented pace. It is essential that we come together to exchange ideas, share insights, and inspire one another. Speakers and experts who will share their insights and perspectives on various aspects of recent advancements and innovations. We are profoundly honored to have a distinguished panel of experts and scholars with us whose expertise and wisdom will undoubtedly enrich our discussions. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to each of them for being here, for their willingness to contribute to this essential discourse. Let us engage in meaningful conversations, forge new connections, and sow the seeds of inspiration that will shape the future of science, management, and informatics. Once again, welcome to the International Conference on Recent Advancements and Innovations in Science, Management, and Informatics. May our time together be filled with fruitful discussions, enlightening discoveries, and lasting memories. Before we begin, let's take a moment to appreciate the significance of this event. The lamp lighting ceremony holds great culture and symbolic importance across various traditions. Now I request all the dignitaries sitting on the dais to join us for the lamp lighting ceremony. As we light the lamp together, let us invoke the blessings and positive energy for the event and all its parts. Thank you everyone for being a part of this lamp lighting ceremony and for gracing us with your presence. Now, I would request Dr. Shiv Kumar Singh sir, convener of the conference, to honor our chief guest, Professor D.P. Sharma sir, with a bouquet. Thank you, sir. Now, I would request Professor Dr. S.C. Jain, sir, to honor our chairperson, sir, Dr. Bharat Rashaji, with a book. Thank you, sir. Now, I would request Dr. Anju Chauhan, ma'am, Organizing Secretary of the conference, to honor our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vidya Patni, ma'am, with a book. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would request our registrar, Mr. Gajen Singh Yadav, sir, to honor our president, Professor S.C. Jain, sir, with a book. Thank you, sir. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce a key figure behind the scene, someone whose tireless efforts and dedication have been pivotal in bringing this conference to fruition. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Shiv Kumar Singh, sir, convener of the conference, Deputy Director Research and Faculty of Basic and Applied Science, to the stage for an introduction to the conference.
Good morning, everyone. Respected esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. D.P. Sharma sir, keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vidya Patni, our chairperson, Dr. Bharat Parashar sir, our president, Professor Dr. S.C. Jain sir, our managing director, Professor Dr. Bhuta sir, our star, Mr. Gajen Singh Yadav, and management nominee, Mr. Satish Vyas sir. All deans, HODs, faculty members, research scholars, and students. On behalf of Maharishi Arvind University, it's my honor to welcome you all on this momentous occasion of the International Conference on Recent Advancements and Innovations in Science, Management, and Informatics, which is being organized by Maharishi Arvind University under the auspices of Indian Science Congress Association, Jaipur Chapter, Jaipur Management Association, and Computer Society of India. As we all have gathered here to introduce a groundbreaking innovation that promises to revolutionize not just one but three fields: science, management, and informatics. In a world characterized by rapid advancements and ever evolving technologies, it is imperative that we continuously strive to push the boundaries of what is possible. Today, we stand on the cusp of new era, propelled forward by ingenuity and dedication of countless minds. The innovation we are here to celebrate represent the culmination of years of tireless research, collaboration, and sheer determination. It embodies the spirit of innovation and defines our society and serves as a testament to the incredible potential of human imagination. In a realm of science, this innovation holds the promise of unlocking new frontiers of knowledge and understanding. Its implications for fields such as medicines and environment science beyond are nothing short of profound. By harnessing the power of cutting-edge technologies, we can now explore realms previously thought unreachable, paving the way for a brighter and healthier future for generations to come. But the impact of this innovation extends far beyond the realm of science alone. In the field of management, it offers opportunities for efficiency, optimization, and strategic decision making by advanced data analytics and predictive modeling. Organization will be better equipped to navigate the complexities and an increasingly interconnected global landscape, driving growth and innovation at every turn. In the realm of informatics, this innovation represents a quantum leap forward in our ability to process, analyze, and interpret vast amount of data from artificial intelligence and machine learning to cyber security and digital infrastructure. The possibilities are limited only by our imagination with the innovation at our disposal. We have the power to unlock insights, solve complex problems, and shape the future in ways we never thought possible. This conference serves as a platform to delve into the latest breakthroughs, foster collaboration, exchange ideas, and explore new avenues for progress. About more than 100 participants have been registered for participation and presentation during the conference. The presentations are divided into two technical sessions, incorporating both offline and online mode. This structure can be ensure smooth transitions between presentations and accommodate various technical topics or themes. Over the next 2 days, we will embark on a journey of discovery guided by esteemed speakers, thought leaders who will share their expertise and insights on a diverse range of topics, from cutting-edge scientific research to innovative business strategies and transformative management practices. Our agenda promises to be both enlightening and enriching. This conference promises to inspire, educate, and empower all the attendees towards driving meaningful change and innovation in their respective fields. In concluding, today marks the beginning of a new chapter in a collective journey of discovery and progress. As we inaugurate and introduce this groundbreaking innovation, let us reaffirm our commitment to pushing the boundaries of what is possible, to embracing the unknown with open arms, and to harnessing the power of innovation to build a brighter tomorrow for all. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you, and I am confident that this conference will have a residing success, leaving a long-lasting impact on our understanding and application of science, management, and informatics. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening introduction. Your insights into the conference purpose, structure, and objectives have set the stage for the enriching discussions and knowledge sharing that awaits us. Our patron chairperson of Maharishi Arvind University, Dr. Bharat Rashar sir, has been a beacon, inspiration, and driving force behind the academic excellence and innovation that our university stands for. With their visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to the education, they have propelled our institution to new heights of excellence. Their dedication to fostering a culture of research, innovation, and collaboration has been instrumental in shaping the intellectual landscape of our university. Under their guidance, we have witnessed remarkable advancements across various disciplines, making our institution a hub of knowledge and creativity. Today, as we gather to celebrate the culmination of months of hard work and preparation, we are honored to have our patrons grace this occasion with their presence. Their unwavering support and encouragement have been instrumental in making this conference a reality. With this, I would like to request our chairperson, sir, to please come over the stage to share a few words with us.
सर्वप्रथम माँ सरस्वती के प्रणाम। हमारे गुरु महर्षि अरविंद को नमन। सभी अतिथिगण का स्वागत करते हैं। I feel happy today that the Department of Science, Management and Information together organized this seminar. Before saying a few words, I would give my thanks to Professor Dr. Vidya Patni ma'am, who spared valuable time for this, Dr. D.P. Sharma, though he is HOD, Principal, Director, Computer Department, and of Maharishi Arvind Institute, but now he is an international asset, so he hardly stays there in the campus. He comes for 2 months. Generally, he's mapping the world. He is traveling all over the world and spreading the knowledge. Like the topic is the recent advancement and the innovation in science, management, and information. So, being a student of management, I have observed lots of changes in management field. When I studied my MBA more than 25 years back, the concepts were altogether different. Nowadays, my son, younger son, and elder son, both are management students. The elder has passed out his MBA. So, what they taught him in Australia is entirely different. What I learned 25 years back. And my younger son is in XLRI. He is hardly reading any book, and I'm not seeing he is reading any book. He is having a pad, an iPad, and the MBA, he is doing MBA on that pad only. And I asked him about Philip Kotler, Kundorola, this. So he said, Papa, that is history now, though they are existing, but they are more thinkers, more theories, and more management skill types are evolved now. And same in the field of information, though I don't know much about this information science, but it is again changing a lot. We are seeing nowadays everybody is talking about AI. When I was very young, we used to see the movie Terminator, where the aliens, they are robots are coming from the other planet and they are controlling the world. And in science fictions. So now, for that time, the robots was an imaginary thing for us, but nowadays we are seeing the robotic surgeries are going taking place, and there's so the science and this world is changing every day, which is we are seeing from past, say, millions of years. We used to live in forest where we invented small instruments for daily purpose. Then the planes were invented, the guns were invented, whatnot. So this is all the changes. And as the recent advancement, the every day, like today itself, something or the other is might be taking might be taking place, and these people are inventing so many things. In agriculture, I'm seeing we have a poly house. The yield will be equal to 5 acres within half of acre of a poly house. So today, what I think it is necessary to have these kind of seminars where we can interact about recent changes and exchange idea, because Sharmaji might be having lots of ideas from China, Russia, there and there. as ma'am is also convener to Indian Science Congress Association. She is also meeting many scientists all over the country, all over the world, and getting idea what is going on in the field of science. So we are very lucky that we will be discussing all these aspects in 2 days. And like you all are here, so what my guru used to say, we should learn 3 things in our life. There should be a process in your mind. The mind should be ready for 3 things. The one is learning. Never ever stop learning. Because learning every day, you learn something or other knowingly, unknowingly. So keep on learning, and we'll have to learn how to de-learn the things. Because say 70 years back, more than 70 years back, the Britishers used to rule us. So we learned not to obey their orders because they were not in our favor. So this teaching was given by the freedom fighters not to follow their orders. So we learned that not to follow orders. But now when we are governed by our people only, then to that learning is still is in our mind, not to follow rules. So we'll have to de-learn all these things, and we should be ready to relearn. Because generally people say, यार मैंने ये पढ़ा था कि ये था ऐसे ऐसे होता था, but it is not. The science is there with the proofs and lots of evidences, and the things are proven by the experiments. So we should relearn the things, because still few people, I would not say, I'm a bit confused whether I should quote that incident or not. A retired High Court judge said कि जो मोर के बच्चा कैसे पैदा होता है, कि मोर जब रोता है बरसात में तो मोर नहीं उसका आंसू पी लेती है और उसके मोर के बच्चे हो जाते हैं. This is very funny in these days, This is not at all scientific. So we should relearn few things. And I am not any authority about any subject because I am more or less a bada babu in this organization nowadays. So earlier, I used to take classes of marketing management pretty long. And I realized the time is changing a lot, and I never get time to read new things. So I stopped teaching. Nowadays only I'm managing few people, or I'm thinking about this organization. And today I have learned that I should adopt about the recent advancements and innovations in management, education, and I will inculcate this topic. I will try to inculcate this topic in my working, and I hope everybody will be benefited. Once again, I'm very thankful to Madam Patni, Jain Saab, Sharma ji, DP Sharma ji, and organizers, Shiv ji, Shiv Kumar ji, thank you, Madam. Everybody, this cannot be happen without joint efforts. Kakkar Saab, Madam Law, HOD आराधना जी, देखो मेरे को ये मैडम नाम बताया जा रही है यहाँ से चीजें I'm not able to remember the name because the numbers are so high. Once again thankful to all of you. I hope I will not take much time because ma'am and DP Sharma has a lot to share with you, but I would not be that much lucky that I would be here for a long time. Thank you. Thanks a lot for being here. And I hope you will enjoy the coming 2 days. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for a profound and insightful address. Your words will undoubtedly guide our discussions throughout this conference, and your support is a source of great encouragement. It is now time for a pivotal moment in our conference, the inaugural address. Now, it is my distinct pleasure to invite a person whose leadership and vision have been instrumental in shaping our university and who is a true inspiration to us all. Your presence today is a source of great motivation for all of us. We eagerly await your inaugural address and the guidance you will provide to set the tone for this conference. So, I would like to invite our President, Professor S.C. Jansar, to grace the stage with their presence and deliver the inaugural address.
Good morning. With the blessings of Master Swati and teachers of Master Apollo, I feel privileged and honored to welcome all of you to the inaugural session of recent advancements and innovations in science, management, and informatics. At the outset of my inaugural speech, first of all, I extend my warm welcome to the person sitting on the dais, mainly our Honorable Chairperson, Dr. Bharat Parasar, Chief Guest, Dr. D.P. Sharma, sir, Keynote Speaker, Professor Vidya Patni, Organizing Secretary, Dr. Shiv Kumar, and Dr. Anju Chopra. Besides the person sitting on the dais, I extend my warm welcome to the person sitting on the dais also, and mainly Professor D.D. Kakkar, the Managing Director of Maharishi Arvind Group of Institutions, Management Nominee, Sri Satish Ji Vyas, Registrar, Sri Rajan Singh Yadav, all heads, deans, my colleagues, participants, and scholars. I've been given the opportunity for the inaugural session. The theme is recent advancements and innovations in commerce and management, as well as science and informatics. Though science and informatics, they are not within my purview. I belong to the field that is commerce and management, and especially when I bifurcate it, basically my field is commerce, not the management. So before coming to this auditorium, I was having my discussion with Dr. D.V. Kakkar. I was just asking him that give me some clue regarding management ideas. So his clue was that what is being taught and what is being adapted in the industry, these are two different aspects. Basing on that, as I told you, that management has never been my subject, and just now the chairperson sir said that he studied MBA 25 years back. In consequence to that, I say that I studied only one subject, that is management, of 50 marks when I was doing my grades. And I joined the University of Rajasthan there, and there was no concept of management at all. Because there we came across the concept of bureaucracy and aristocracy. So we were not aware about, I think sometimes we were not aware about the concept of the management. In management, the only thing I read during my student life, that was the managers are made, not born. I think Sanjay mein padha hoga. In managers are made, not born. After my retirement, when I came to this university, that was my first entry towards the corporate side. That was the managers. Agreeing with the concept of Professor D.V. Kakkar, that what is being taught and what is being adapted, these are two different aspects. So the concept which I had in my mind, that the managers are made, not born, it was totally changed when I interacted with the chairperson sir. I realized that the managers are born, not made. Because he has all the internal values which a person who is into practice is not having. So he in fact inherited all the internal values which a manager, which an entrepreneur must possess. So coming to the side of, because not to admire him, this is what I told him, that I have seen so many persons, but when I meet him, whatever the depression I am having, I get the positive vibration. I asked him that how did you gain all these things, managing all these things? So it is all eternal values. Whenever I'm in depression, I'm sick, losing my confidence, and whenever I call him, he immediately receives the call and say, that word itself gives me the enrichment of my body. I'm very, very thankful to you that you have been my mentor of providing me with positive vibes. I'm very much thankful. Coming to the management side again, I'm not talking about the theoretical concept. I'm talking about the corporate sector. In the Indian context, the corporate sector is really coming across so many complexities, employees dissatisfaction, unrest. Whether it is or even IT. I'm not very sure that what is the name of IT, but still the corporate sector as well as science sector, because science sector has not yet turned towards the Indian epics or Indian sculptures. But you know, in India as well as out of India also, the industrial sector is turning towards the Indian epics. And Indian epics mainly includes like Mahabharata, Ramayana, Ved, and Upanishads. In corporate sector, the whole thing depends on the management attitude. And to that management attitude, I say Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata. I mean the main source of learning also. Because for the success of any enterprise, we need three things. That is devotion, maximum usage of available sources, and vision. Basically, if I correlate it with the effects, if you see, I think most of you must have read Gita Mahabharata Parama. That teaches us the first teaching we get, that is karma. For an employee, the karma of an employee is to work. Mahabharata says when Sri Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna gave the preachers to Arjuna, because that time Arjuna was to give up all his weapons, looking at all his relatives ready for the youth. Then Krishna said that to Arjuna, you do your karma. This is the first teaching. Then after, a manager has to be wise enough and to explore the maximum utilization of resources. This teaching is also obtained from Mahabharata, because when Duryodhana and Arjuna had gone to see Krishna, Duryodhana chose the army of Sri Krishna, whereas Duryodhana and Arjuna chose of Sri Krishna. So it shows the managerial ability of Arjuna to make the maximum utilization of one person only. So, and more about the vision also. So, though we have this discussion regarding the latest dimensions, other things also in this conference, but towards management side also. If these things or these things are being adapted based on the Indian effects, very much. Talking about the science side, the biggest problem today, as of today, is of the environment. What we are giving to the students, what we are giving to the academicians, they are not giving education towards the conservation of the environment. Even if you must have read today, the newspaper which says, the front page says, that due to global warming, the temperature will shoot up to 3 degrees Celsius. And 90% of the Himalayan area will remain dry. So the environment is the biggest problem. because we have to, we cannot leave environment. We cannot live without environment. But we have to adapt the environment, and you, all of you have seen the consequences of the management of the environment during the COVID period. Regarding science side of the Vidya Partnering, will tell you a view, and it is just for the lighter side. This university is enriched by Vidyas. And even in my time also, because when I was young, I was told Vidya Dhan Karo, Vidya Karo, Vidya Parai. When I was in my final semester of PG, that was the time of the emergency, and after the completion of the emergency, elections were there. Since I was a member of Johnson, so I was given the charge that you have to go for convincing of Dr. Vidya Pathak, the mother of Dr. Vidya Pathak. When I came to University of Rajasthan, I had my elder as well as my sister, Dr. Vidya Jain, who was here. And it is again our privilege, and we are really honored that again one more Vidya in the name of Vidya Pathak. What to talk about Dr. D.P. Sharma, an international speaker. I was just sitting with him in my chamber. I was really very much delighted to know that he has traveled 63 countries. And he is presently the advisor of digital democracy as well as ambassador for Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. He is having a diversified and versatile experiences, and to say anything about him, I don't have the words even to express my views. Let him come himself and give us slight of his knowledge to us, especially digital democracy. And I discuss with you also. So that's all from my side. Once again, I am thankful to you and welcome all the participants, and this conference will definitely be enriched by the discussions, by the opinions, by the arguments to come and to synchronize the various advancements and innovations in the field of management, science, and information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening inaugural address. Your words have provided us the inspiration and direction needed to make this conference a resounding success. A distinguished event like this becomes even more special when we are graced by the presence of a person who embodies excellence and wisdom. Today, we are fortunate to have with us a distinguished personality and a visionary leader. Dr. D.P. Sharma sir is a world-renowned digital diplomat, professor, and computer scientist. Professor D.P. Sharma sir has acquired fellowships like FSFE from Germany, FIA-CSIT from Singapore, DV2 and WSAD from IBM US. Professor D.P. Sharma sir has been listed among 21 famous persons of Rajasthan by Google 2019 till date. Most importantly, Professor Sharma is included in the prestigious list of legendary personalities of Rajasthan by the Rajasthan Foundation of the Government of Rajasthan 2022. Recently, he has been felicitated by Vidhan Sabha Adhyaksh and Bharat National Award was provided by Rajasthan Sushma Praudhogiki Sansthan. He is recipient of 61 awards including the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Lifetime Achievement International Award, Sardar Ratna 2014-15 and the Godfrey Phillips Red and White Bravery National Award 2001. Peace Ambassador International Award from Gandhian Center of Peace, Malaysia 2015. He has served and visited 63 countries for academic research and diplomatic assignments on digitalization. Till now, he has delivered 71 keynote speeches at international conferences and as research project advisor for VLIR US, ILO, and UNDP assignments. He has published 25 books, 178 research papers, 4 patents, 15 PhD, supervised from India, Ethiopia, Germany, France, and Belgium. Professor Sharma is a former academic faculty ambassador, India, for cloud computing offerings, IBM USA, and listed as an academic celebrity in Celebs Age Wiki.com, famous personalities of Rajasthan by Wikilistia.com, allfamousbirthday.com, and peoplebill.com. As we embark on this incredible journey, it gives me great pleasure to invite our chief guest, Professor D.P. Sharma sir, to grace the stage with their presence and enlightening us with their valuable work. We really look forward to sharing your thoughts on this on their valuable work. We eagerly look forward to hearing you, sir.
Namaste, good morning. Namaste, Salavat Salim Matrapuri. के बाद इस संस्थान की चेयरपर्सन भारती मैडम को भी प्रणाम और उनके पुत्र विश्व संचालक चेयरमैन भारत जी को भी प्रणाम। जब भारत भूमि को प्रणाम किया, मातुश्री भारती मैडम को प्रणाम किया, तो इसके बैनर की तरफ भारत Today's event, recent advancements in innovation in science management and informatics, is being organized with the able leadership of our president of this university, Professor S.C.J. Saab, convener Shiv Kumarji, and other catalytic leaders and support pillars, Gajendra Singh Ji Yadav, Gajendra Yadav Ji, Registrar, Professor Kakkar Saab, and our Amravati campus, Dr. Maharishi Arvind Sir, and most importantly, today's icon, Dr. Vidya Patni Madam, who is going to speak on the convergence platform of three-dimensional theme of the conference, that is science management and informatics. And Madam Dr. Anjana Chauhanji, a very young, dynamic orator and academician. And learned staff, academicians, budding ballooning technocrates and managers. Indeed, it's a great pleasure and privilege for me to be the part of this wonderful academic research event here in this campus. Remember the 200 years ago, from us nobody was here, and after 200 years, from us nobody will be here. If somebody will be here, he's blessed. I wish him all the best. So it's not important that how long we are living on this earth. It's important that how well we are living on this earth. On an average, a person is stay on this earth for 70 to 80 years of age. There is 25,055 days, 555 days. And every day he takes the breath of 28,080 times. And every breath is taking us towards the graveyard. So the life should not be designed by the technology. The technology should be designed by the lives of the people, the human generation. And the design, management, control is a part of management discipline. And creation of the new innovative ideas and systems, technologies, ontologies, frameworks, models is the part of technology like informatics. And when these come together, management and informatics, they create a new dimension of innovation that is called close convergence or the hybridization. So it is not important that how well we are living on this earth, how well we are experiencing our life. Our life is hanging between the two data points, date of birth and the date of death. Date of birth is known. If you go to the municipal corporation, pay 500 rupees, you will get the certificate of date of birth. But nobody will provide you, nobody will be able to provide you the date of the final climax of the life. Of course. So, in these two data points, date of birth and date of death, the management and the technology like informatics and science are playing a vital role. So to design, to develop, to deploy, and to destroy or to dispose the technology is very essential exercise in our scientific life and managerial lives. In the morning time, our director was speaking about, though I will come to my most important deliberation, but before I would like to quote some of the most important things he raised in this address. He was talking about the robotic surgery. The technologies has transformed the entire worlds of thinking and doing different kind of activities. Nowadays we have the body area network in which a person who is very important is standing somewhere giving the speech, not like me, like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And his BP, if it goes down or something happens in the body, immediately ambulance can get the alerts 5 minutes or 1 minute prior to this kind of incident happens. This kind of technology has already been evolved and is now in place in different countries. I have seen it. So immediately the person, the ambulance, the doctors will come inside and they will provide the spot to the important person. And the live telecast, the live broadcast, the live, watching the surgeries of different kind of operations is also possible by the Google Glass and other different kind of technologies. Because now we have shifted from the conventional kind of systems to the world of metaverse. I have written a book and it is going to be published in April, Metaverse Engineering, in which virtual reality, augmented reality, and the other, transitional realities are coming to existence together to transform the whole world. And these changes are irreversible. We cannot go back. We have to go forward. And in order to make our life very meaningful, fruitful, purposeful, and useful, we need to have a 360-degree view of this technology, management, science, and innovation. So today, I'm going to give you some of the most important facts. As a researcher, as a scientist, as an academician, as an auditor, as a manager, as an administrator, as a officer, you have to think about it and accordingly you have to act so that we can make the life of the human generation meaningful, fruitful, and purposeful, not just the life of the challenges. Um, so my topic of today's deliberation is a 360-degree review of multidimensional technology, science, that is called science, informatics, and management, prospects, disruptions, and the research directions. Whenever we develop the technology, we always see the front 180 degree, but we never visualize, we never see the back side of 180 degree that we have passed so far, left and right and back. We always see the benefits of the technology and we blindly explore these technology. So managers have to think that how to elevate, how to eradicate, how to control, how to balance, how to revive, how to reestablish, how to revise these systems so that these systems, the technology-based outcomes can be the fruitful for the human generation. Because technology is made for not human generation. Of course, technology is made for human generation, but human are not made for the technology. Now we are very much addicted of the technologies. So we need to understand. Look, there was a era before Corona. So I usually say in my keynote speeches, BC and AC. BC is not just before Jesus Christ, and AC is not just after Jesus Christ. BC means before Corona, and AC is after Corona. There is typical paradigm shift. You see, the technology, the only technology which could support the entire system of the world to survive during this pandemic was only the information technology. And the another side of the medical science, the different side. But the medical science was also not possible without the intervention in the spot of the information technology. Because if internet was not there, from this room I am coughing, from that room another person is coughing, but we don't know each other. At least by telephone, by internet, we can show our coughing status. So that was this. This was a tremendous support by the informatics to manage the human life, and the internet provided this support. Internet is nothing but a part of the informatics or the information technology and sciences. Usually we say this science and the research has two dimensions. One is theory, another one is experiment. But nowadays, another dimension has created and integrated with this two-tier architecture to the three-tier architecture, that is theory, experiment, and computation. But this evolution is still not stopped, and recently another dimension is evolved that is called theory, experiment, computation, and communication. But the generation is still not stopped here, and theory, experiment, computation, communication, and collaboration, just like a Zoom, just like a Google Meet. You can collaborate, you can compute, you can communicate. Even sitting in one corner of the world, you can talk and have the dialogue, multi-log with any person across the world. So this support is provided by the technology. But of course, again, the question arises about the management. Management, if the management is missing in the technology, technology will be dangerous. It will go the wrong direction. Because management with ethical standards, with human standards. So dharma comes into existence. Dharma means dharma iti dharayati, dharnat dharma. Dharma means duty plus responsibility plus privilege. But our dharma is privilege first, or duties last. So we have to think about the development of the technology. We have to think in the direction, in the domain of science, technology, or informatics and management. That what is dharma? Dharma is not just Christianity or Islam or Sikhism or others. Dharma is just like a natural justice. If we will not work according to the nature of justice, we human beings, scientists, and the managers need to rethink all these things, over all these things twice, because God has given the capability to us listening, watching, and discussing, isn't it? But if we are not doing the things according to the nature of justice, definitely this technological management and management of the technology both will go in the wrong direction. And once it will go in the wrong direction, it will be uncontrollable, ungovernable, and unmanageable. And this thing is going to happen. Do you know everybody is talking about our director sir was also talking about the AI. But I know because I have supervised 4 scholars in artificial intelligence. I know the front side, the black side also, white side and black side both. Do you know the father of Jefferson, the father of the AI from the Google, resigned last year, and he says that I have done a very big mistake in my life because I have done those things, I have developed those systems which will not only challenge but multilateral challenges to the human generation. Look, you are a income tax officer, you are a chartered accountant. Chartered accountant is playing a vital role nowadays in different directions, to manipulating the things positive and in different directions. I'm sorry if somebody is a chartered accountant. There are both the sides, ethical and unethical. But if you train the large language model, like ChatGPT or Google Bard and others, and they will provide the better insights in the accounting systems in future and even today. So what is the law? They can a chartered accountant can work for 7 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, but machine can work for 24 hours. The machine's scalability is very high, but your scalability is very limited. Machine's honesty is very high because machine is totally honest. Yeah, of course, recently the cases happened that when we file a query over the Google and we ask about the Trump and Mr. Modi, and they say Trump is a democratic person, but Modi is a fastest person. This is the algorithmic biasness and deficiency. Algorithmic biasness means I can train the algorithm accordingly that it will say Professor Sharma is a student, isn't it? And afterwards, the Professor Sharma is a scientist. So earlier days we were saying that the machines are very intelligent, machines are very honest. But today we can say we have to rethink about it. That these machines are honest or not honest, they can be biased. They can be biased. So we have to how to overcome these kind of challenges. We need to understand. Another thing, for example, income tax or the taxation or calculation, you provide the inputs. Okay, the fields are there. Or if you are having scattered fields, and just like only little bit attributes should be specified, scan the paper and insert into the system. System will categorize according to its own AI and enter into the system and calculate the tax, calculate the income tax, sales tax, GDP tax, or sorry, कौन सा conversion tax जो कहते हैं हमारे राजकुमार जी, GST, of course, GST. It can calculate. So what will be the use of these chartered accountant in future? For example, if you go to the doctor, doctor, before you come and sit on the chair, and he doesn't ask any question. Okay, please have this. क्या नाम है आपका? अच्छा, आपको पेट में दर्द हो रहा है। ये हमारा टेस्ट करा दीजिए, उसको उसने ना नाक देखा, ना मुंह देखा, ना कान देखा, ना सर देखा, ना टेम्परेचर देखा, ना जीभ देखी, कुछ नहीं देखा, उसने देख लिया, उसको पता है, because his that intelligence is absolutely absurd. He is based, he's totally completely dependent on the data points which will be created by the laboratories. He will go to the laboratories, take the blood test, urine test, and he bring the reports. Based on the reports, this is okay, this is red, this is red. I think you are having typhus, so let me give you prescription. What's your role? The decision is based on the data points, and this data points, if there else, yeah, I will prepare a program. If there is simple program, that is called decision support program, decision support system, that era is finished. Now decision making system, that era is also finished. Now intelligent and smart decision making systems means a system will automatically take the all data points, that is called reports from the system, automatically will integrate to the AI-enabled system and will provide the prescription. This is your program. You go and take the medicine. Finish. So the doctor's role is going to finish. So what to do? What the doctors should do to survive in this particular highly challenged and competitive environment? This is the typical kind of multiplicated disruption. In this direction, he has to reinvent himself. If you can't reinvent yourself, you can't survive for a long time. Ultimately, otherwise what will happen? हम सबके लिए मनरेगा कार्यक्रम चलाए जाएंगे, and of course Professor Jain and Dr. Maharishi, Professor Sharma, Dr. Bakshi, we will go to our offices and different roles we will have. But when at the end that is evening 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, the quality of our work will be checked. I typed some papers, she wrote some lectures, he did some accounting with a lot of errors and mistakes are there. So this is not up to the mark because the precise and scale, accuracy, all these things are not up to the mark as per the standards. So the same work is done by the machine. Okay. So this is the policy of the government of India. From Rajasthan, you have to take your 200 rupees or 300 rupees for your bread and butter and get out. Isn't it? For me also, okay? Get out. Because machine has done better. Because nowadays you are writing the letter. Professor Jens have been sitting here. How many times you check it? Again you check, maybe so I'm writing diplomatic letter, I'm writing administrative letter, I'm writing political letter, I'm writing academic letter, I'm writing structural letter, I'm writing general letter, or I will not say love letter for you. You are writing the letter, isn't it? And then you are again and again checking some words, some commas, some mistakes. But if you ask to the Google Bard and check GPT, it will write without any mistake with the comma. And if you still don't believe, go to the Grammarly and import it to the Grammarly, it will check and finish with a fraction. Now students are doing the assignment. Yesterday I was delivering addressed in this Manipur University. I was talking, so many questions came from the students and faculty member side. And I say, of course, you should develop your human intelligence. You have to sustain this intelligence for, because the last 6 years we didn't do anything for this development. Our focus is we are surrendering and making the machines more intelligent. Making the machine intelligent, we are not making us intelligent. If we will do this kind of thing for a long time, I think our life will be better. Our life will be better. So we need to revise this guy. And so you see, today I'm just talking about the 180 degree, because 160 degree, 80 degree you already know, isn't it? And I was giving one example, not here, in some other speech, that tomorrow, sir, your madam's number, do you remember? Yeah, your wife number. This is the disruption. This is the disruption. Means before 10 years, he was remembering the number of Madam Madam's sister, Madam's brother, everybody, isn't it? But today he surrendered before the mobile.
I tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I think the reason why was
Mhm.
because I joined the university in 70 when I did not have much of interaction, but I remember the number
Mhm.
of Dr. Patel.
This is called a very smart defense, diametric defense. Excellent, excellent. He's a scholar. He's a professor. So, we don't remember and extremely dependent on the mobiles. Even after 10 years, we are having GPS system, na? GPS system is totally dependent. We don't know the person's home and we are dependent. What if you are in front of the particular person's house and your mobile is battery is down or the network is off, and you are asking the same person, do you know Dr. Margie's house is this? Dr. Margie says, yes, this is my house.
That is where if I go, before going to any place, the location is being demanded.
Huh?
Before going to any place, the location is being demanded. Like I asked for the
So
location.
that is what I'm saying. This is going to be a disruptive technology. The reason being, once the system is interrupted, you're totally out of the natural intelligence. You can't do anything. Even after 10 years, just like usually I come from abroad here, when you meet your wife in the market, like you are just, "Madam, sister, I have seen you somewhere, let me see." So you will take the photo, then the photo matrix in analyzer will analyze it and say, it seems that this is your wife, I have changed it. But still you need one another tool to confirm or to validate the data points. You're going to have this kind of times. We cannot go back. We have to go forward. But we have to think that are we going on the correct path or we have to revive it? We have to think over it. Total surrender is never be should not be a useful, meaningful, or purposeful. So this is my saying. Another thing, so IT and informatics and science and this management enable the changes, and the changes create the opportunities that we are exploring the different dimensions. And opportunities created the market, isn't it? The market people, and the market creates the profit, and the profit creates the problem, the disruption. When the technology or any system, scientific system, comes to the hand of managers, isn't it? Commerce people, isn't it? They always think about one dimension because they have single chessma, and that is called profit and loss chessma. So when they see this actually visualize or analyze or diagnose or synthesize each and everything with that perspective, then where is the humanity? Humanities. Normally, you people do the research and you do ethical clearance. And I am drafting with some of two of my other colleagues. We usually send the different advisories to the Prime Minister's office, and we are going to international agency. Ethical clearance is now quite obsolete model. We need to have the human clearance. Once the technology is evolved and is going to be launched into the market or enter into the market, before that human clearance is essential. Only we are taking human clearance or a clinical trial in the medical science and discipline and bioinformatics. Madam knows very well that better than me. So this IT informatics is now marrying with everybody. When IT is married with technology, biotechnology come into existence. Sorry, and then chemistry, chemoinformatics, physics, physioinformatics, biology, bioinformatics, isn't it? Hydrology, hydroinformatics, and managerial informatics, commerce, e-commerce. Means this IT has married with almost every discipline, and therefore the disruption and the challenges are created in every discipline. And nowadays, some people even say that, Professor, our discipline was okay, we were very nice with the conventional, classical, and traditional way of doing the things, but with the invention of the technology, it is very challenging how to cope up now. I'm 55 years of age, 60 years old. how should I learn? Because Bharat sir was saying that learn, de-learn, and relearn, isn't it? Yes, hard disk was also first. Pawan Saini is sitting here. First version of CD was only the readable, only the readable, and second version of the CD was writable. Once writable, once third version of the rewritable. So this is what learn, relearn, relearn. This is we match, this thing. And the God has a distributed system. If we talk about the cloud system, God, God has different kind of proxy servers. One is management proxy server. One is proxy server with technology. Hanumanji is another proxy server. Deviji another proxy. Ramji another. Yeah, proxy servers. So proxy server is ultimately connected to the Almighty main server. Yes or no? So we will say that this is the management of and the technology, management and technology and innovation of the Almighty God. That wherever you pray, ultimately your prayer will reach to the Almighty by the different kind of proxy servers. And मेरे पास एक आध minute तो है।
But informatics was not to manage.
Of course, let me give my logic on this prayer. Nowadays people are doing the prayer over the, online. You can do the arti, is it? You can do the puja, and I usually do the puja. And today we have only this, wired network. What? Wired network. But now Wi-Fi has already started. Li-Fi is already started. Gi-Fi, gigafidelity is already started. And in future, what is going to happen? You can connect yourself without even having any connectivity inside the country. If you see, the Facebook is going to launch the satellite, but because I will not discuss those things here. Uh, no, you need to have the internet connectivity. You are automatically just type Facebook or type Google or type something. Satellite will connect you. Satellite will connect you. You need not to pay. Only how many times you're just searching the particular websites, and your mobile is charged accordingly. Isn't it? But there is a game bias. So I will not. So I think prayer in the prayer partial intervention of the technology informatics is there, but complete intervention maybe in future. Yeah, yeah, of course. And so I was talking. Mhm, uh, Elon Musk. Elon Musk also said he is a very much crazy of the technology. He's an inventor, not only inventor, he's a very risk-taking personality. He always do the innovations. And he says that artificial intelligence is one of the biggest threats to the humanity. If a person, and similarly, I have just already mentioned, Geoffrey Hinton resigned based on this particular challenge. So we are talking about the goody, अच्छी बातें, but we have to see the dark side of these technologies as well. Otherwise, this technology will be just like Osama. And mm, okay, let me talk about one most important thing. You have how much lazy we are. Earlier days when I'm from the hardcore programming age, when we used to write the programs, I worked on those computers which were not having even a single hard disk. Without hard disk, one floppy disk booted and another floppy disk is working. From that generation, I'm not that much old, but I think I started here. So yeah, I'm young. So thank you. So that time there was an operating system that was called character user operating system. Later on, a user operating system came into existence, that is GUI, graphical user Windows. Now we are going to evolve the new operating system version that is called VUI, voice user interface. Interface has already been introduced, but fully fledged operating system is still waiting. Once this next generation operating system will come, which will disable our hands. How? Because now we are typing, at least we are taking the movement or we are using the mouse. Yes or no? In voice user interface, at least we will use the mouth. Yes or no? Hands are free, but mouth is still working. Yes or no? Because we have to speak, then accordingly machine will react. is it? But there will be MUI, mind user interface. Just like I came here and my keynote, good morning, my believer, my lecture is just like I say, and my lecture's total keynote speech transferred into the brain. Is it? Just like I finished. At that time, my mouth will be disabled. Isn't it? My hand will be disabled. My legs will be disabled. My total. If you see the Stephen Hawking, the scientist, eminent scientist of the world who gave the Big Bang theory, his total body is paralyzed. It's like neither mouth, no hand, no nothing, only the brain. Albert Einstein. So more intelligent than Albert Einstein. So are we going to make our body like Stephen Hawking, end-to-end paralytic? It's a challenge, it's a question. So our research, I'm not saying that don't use the technology. Whenever you are designing, developing, deploying, disposing the technologies, you think about its negative impact. Accordingly, you read. Whenever you go to the market, isn't you buy the mobile? Do you know? You buy the mobile, you ask, what is the cost? आपने कौन सा एंड्रॉइड है और अच्छा कितना रैम है कितना बस वो ले आते हैं. But you never ask, is that green certified? Because 1997 and 1999, I written 2 articles still available on my website. It is in Hindi, and on the side effect, adverse effect of the mobile, because this is having electromagnetic radiations which is striking to the neurons, and the neurons, in between neurons, these small particles are created, and these will go to the cause of the memory loss, the depression, or some sort of tension, or irritation. When these small hot bubbles join together and be converted into the big hot bubble, then the brain tumor and others are created. But nobody thinks. Even some of the people who are recently now, they put their mobile under the pillow, isn't it? So they are putting their head on the stove, okay, this kind of thing. So this technology need to used according to the standards. Is it according to the standards? And you should ask this is a green certified. If you everybody will ask this is green certified mobile, then definitely the company will start manufacturing this green certified mobile, because the cadmium, chromium, mercury, and lead, the toxic material in this. In children, we are giving to the children, and children are eating, and this is very much dangerous. We need to understand. And we also think about the other side of the technology, that how much carbon emission. We don't, I will give you the statistics because the display. A person per day per person here, how many kilogram carbon emission is there by individual person? We are searching. Harvard researches 7 gram of carbon dioxide is emitted by one search. When we query over Google, 7 gram carbon dioxide is emitted. Google says no, this is not that much. Okay, tell me how much it is. Okay, but it's there. When you send an email, 4 gram carbon dioxide is. When you send an email with attachment, 50 gram carbon dioxide. Everybody, we are getting 72% of spam based advertisement, all these things, and we are having, per spam mail 0.2 gram carbon dioxide. So you should individual per head, individual person is emitting how much carbon. Nobody is thinking about it. Nobody's so there are different dimensions. We are as a scientist, as a professor, we are very much worried. And I have my maximum PhD and PhD scholars are creating at least one dimension their research. Isn't it energy efficiency? Otherwise, this will be a great challenge for us. Lastly, the automation could eliminate 73 million US jobs by 2030. Automation. And ART intervention design in this China is very high, to 236 million, and India will be 120 million, and United States 73 million. We are the second highest. And we are having digital diplomacy, just like a guy writer of ILO chief last 2019 says, that is for diplomacy. The ILO's research in India have found that jobs are more likely to be augmented rather than destroyed. Means they are not saying directly they will be destroyed. No, this will be, of course, there will be a challenge, there will be a change, but there are a lot of alternative mechanisms we will try to explore, and the scientists think about it. सीधे बात मत करो, उसको उल्टा सीधा घुमा फिरा के कहो, थोड़ी सी बात को लंबा खींच दो. But absolutely, the scientist is clearly, brutally, uh, says that the technology is going to make our life better. So finally, human instinct is required to be maintained. Our productivity is different because we made for the poor side. And if we go away from the poor side, definitely we will be, challenged by the technology. We should try to avoid the addiction and the, more convenience on the technology side. And we should not surrender. Okay. And you see, one case I usually say in my keynote speeches in Foxconn company is in China, a manufacturer of Apple, Samsung, and other best brands. One day evening, 60,000 people were replaced by the 600 robots. Okay? 60,000. 60,000. You can Google it. Whatever I'm saying that is based on the facts. I'm an original professor. Okay, so don't really say. I'm not a bad. I'm not a fake. So 60,000 people replaced by the 600 robots after 6 months when we evaluate or assess the company's health. 200% productivity was increased. 200% productivity and 78% effect rate was decreased. The companies are working for the profit. I think no better. Not for the welfare. Not for the welfare. So if you want to survive yourself, you want to protect yourself, you have to think and you have to raise your voice. Your IT voice, your managerial voice, your social voice, your human voice, your multilateral voice should be raised and it should be considered by the developers and the defenders of the technology so that they should consider when they are designing, developing, deploying new technology. Otherwise, for example, I need to have this human clearance. Human clearance. You please tell us what will be the disruption and what you have the alternative alternative, the sustainability of the technology. Otherwise, the government should not allow to launch the technology. So, well, I have to say, and one more thing, creativity is comes from the vulnerability. Technology, you have a lot of vulnerability. Weakness. Weakness means when you do something work, there will be a lot of mistakes. Yes or no? Yes or no? But machine will not. If you make a chai by machine, there's a chai with the all time the taste will be same. But your mother or your wife prepares. Sometimes you will get very happy. Sometimes little happy. Sometimes you can get irritated in case of wife, not mother. Isn't it so? In that case, if you are having this kind of perception, you are having the vulnerability. And you have to make this vulnerability as a weapon to compete the technology. Because compete, the machine has the standard frameworks, the standard systems. It will work according according to the standard framework. So you have to create this vulnerability to the creativity. And then you have to talk about United Nations always say socio-economic justice. Now I am fighting with different agencies to the don't talk about social economic justice, now the natural justice. Is it in the natural justice? हाथी का पाव है उसमें सबका पाव है नेचुरल जस्टिस में सोशियो इकोनॉमिक जस्टिस सोशियो टेक्निकल सोशियो एंथ्रोपोलॉजी सारे anyway so rethink please reimagine and reinvent yourself then you could be able to overcome and eliminate or minimize or elevate the disruptions of the technology more you can see my interview from the France and so finally, inclusive dharma and inclusive management. Inclusive means just like when the management is inside and technologies or informatics science is outside, this is called a exclusive. Yes, sir? This is the English. But when we enter into, we group it, this becomes independence but segregation. This is a technology, this is a science, this is a management. But when we modify Bharat, modify Bharat, MODI capital and IFI small. This word I tweeted. So TAC, we have a NEP policy. People know, but we have NTP policy. What NTP policy? New education policy, new technology policy, new managerial policy is in which the human values and the natural justice is required to be integrated. Okay, and then finally, this will be the inclusive future of the close convergence of three-dimensional science, management, and informatics. So I have given you these cracks. We are sitting on a branch in which we are cutting the same branch. Photo is here, but I cannot show you. So we have to think that we have to cut the branch from this side or this side. We are cutting towards the stem side, is it? And we are sitting on the branch. I have given you these ideas. You have to transform these ideas into words, then actions, then practice, and finally you have to habits. So this three-dimensional advancement of advancement innovation in science management and information, three-dimensional convergence. Convergence, our logo, said with Ado Brakato Yantushura, means let novel thought come from all around the dimension of the science, management, and informatics, and club together to create a new dimension of innovation and advancements for the future generation of the technology. I have given you these ideas. So it is up to you. You have to make these technologies lively or lovely. It's up to you. You may want to make the cool or harsh. It is up to you. You want to make the life changing or challenging. It is up to you. You have to resolve it. You have to respect yourself because disruption, challenges, problems are a part of life. And the solutions and creating the challenge or challenging the challenges is the art of life. Thank you very much for providing this opportunity and having this discussion. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Thank you. Thank you, Jessa. Thank you, Gajulaji. Thank you, Sitmarji. Really wonderful gathering. But it could be, some more students should be there so that they should be benefit. I'm sorry to say, but we have more students, but maybe because of like and such kind of events must be organized in the future. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your remarks on informatics were truly enlightening and have provided us with valuable perspectives that will undoubtedly guide our future endeavors. We are immensely grateful for your time, expertise, and support in making this conference a resounding success. Thank you, sir. Your words have set a positive tone for the conference. It is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce our keynote speaker for this international conference, Professor Dr. Vidya Patni ma'am. And Vidya Patni ma'am is a former eminent professor of Department of Botany, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Presently, she is convener of Indian Science Congress Association of Jaipur chapter, and also she is an advisor of State Election Commission of Rajasthan. She is widely recognized as a visionary leader and a pioneer in the field of science. She has more than 40 years of academic and administrative experience. She is a popular speaker and has made presentations in different national and international seminars in different capacities like chair, keynote speaker, resource person, initiator, and panelist. She has authored many books and numerous research papers. She has also completed many.
Chairperson Dr. Bharat Parashar, and chief guest of today, Professor D.P. Sharma, sir, Professor S.C. Jain, sir, the president, Shiv Kumar, sir, who is our student from the department, who is the convener today, Dr. Anju Chauhan, registrar, sir, and all the dignitaries and the audience, students, academicians, or participants, delegates who have assembled here. I'm really thankful to the administration of this college and the organizers who have invited me here today. When I just entered this building, I just captured one picture from here. And I was really impressed to see that. It says, science knows no country because knowledge belongs to humanity and is the torch which illuminates the world. It is so nice to read that. And there were many more inspiring quotes which you have put up there. And I was really inspired that you people, you students, faculty members, and the management, you have taken so much cognizance of science as well. And being the convener of the Indian Science Congress Association, what more happiness I could get rather than the amount of the importance which you've given to science. So thank you so much. And of course, I know today we having the international conference on which is touching innovations in science, management, informatics. And I know that our your president has already spoken to you, I think, about management. And the chief guest, sir, has already spoken to you about informatics. And I think it's me who's going to speak about science. But of course, we are talking about the convergence of the three. Okay? So that's I'll have to skip a few of my initial slides because sir has already spoken to you about informatics and he's the expert there. And I'm only dealing more with science. So as Dr. Neetu introduced me today, I was a botany professor and still, of course, into botany, I still do my research publications. I have 22 students who have been doing PhD with me, and 5 of my students, they are faculty members who did PhD with me. They are faculty members, assistant professors in the University of Rajasthan. So that is very creditable for me that they are all there to help me out today also. So that's something which I did not mean. I knew they are all doing well. And I think still more students will be there. They will join the faculty. And some are, of course, in the government colleges. Some are doing their, some of them are in the services also. And I thought that after I used to teach biotechnology, botany in Maharaja College also. And I thought that after I do this, I should continue my research work. So my research work is going on, and I'm also working as advisor in doing an academic advisorship in the State Election Commission, because there we hold some conferences and go to the also to the. I mean, we need to make some presentations before the commission and everything. So all this is going on, and science never ends because science is everywhere. Okay. Yeah. So you know all this. I'm not going to say much about these initial discoveries which changed the world in the last decade. And I'm coming to the recent innovations. And the recent innovations, the last technologies. This morning only we were talking with sir about quantum computing. He was telling us that how these things have changed these days. And he's spoken to you already about robotic process. And we also, I'll be coming to that point where there is an incubation center in the University of Rajasthan. And we recently there, where I was the heading that center, we also purchased this 3D machine there, 3D printer. So these are all important and how quantum computing is now transforming business. Sir has already told you quite a bit about it, so I'm not going to go into that aspect. And hyper automation, you've seen this also, he has touched upon, that in the industries, what is happening today? He said, मैं यहाँ बैठ के कर रहा हूँ उधर पता लग जाता है. He's coughing here, it's wrong there. So these things, and how much healthcare has been, he was also mentioning about healthcare and how the testing is done. So all this, I think sir has already told you about the hyper automation. So I'm not going to speak much about this. Please go ahead. Yeah, this is 3D printing and how it is done. Yeah, please come over there. AI. So I was talking about that also today. So Chat GPT, do you think it is useful? Yes or no? Yes. For students, it is very, very useful because I think we don't have to do anything. You're just putting everything into that and getting all that you want. Today you write, and even if you don't have to, if I say, please write a speech for me, yes, my speech is ready. So, so that is, I think Sir, DP Sharma sir would make out whether any language used is from Chat GPT. Sir, sure, isn't it? Even I am able to make out, so sir, from being from that field, will definitely be able to tell us how this has affected either positively or negatively. Students are finding it positive. Yeah, sometimes we also find it positive. It's not so. We also feed something and we get immediately, I want something, I want to know something. Immediately I get the answer. I'm just driving or walking, I just put it. Definitely it is. But coming to the other aspect of it, I feel that students have completely started relying on that. Completely, and that becomes trouble for us also. So that much of complete reliance on that, I think it should not be there. And put your own mind, apply your own mind along with that. Okay? Because sometimes the chat GPT says, sorry, I don't understand what you're reading. So it's like that also. Yeah, please. This about 5G. Go ahead, please. I'll tell you where you need to stop, there you have to stop. Yeah, I'm going to come to the biological part of innovation, and all must be knowing what is mRNA technology, where there is the silencing. You can see here about the first coronavirus vaccine was granted emergency use authorization with an efficiency rate of 95%, and this was by Pfizer. And then this Moderna COVID thing. Yeah, next. So, what is this potential RNA therapy, and what is going on in the recent decades is this RNA interference, okay, this technique. Here we use it to target a sequence in a particular virus, like suppose, for example, this hepatitis C virus. So, this, what it does, this causes the destruction and use of RNA to suppress HIV replication in macrophages, and this RNA-mediated gene silencing in human beings is reported in the first case in skin cancer melanoma. Okay, next. See, this is now again, you must have heard about, I'm going to show you an example which we've done on our own, that's later. You must have heard about RNA, this BT cotton, Bacillus thuringiensis. Okay, so what happened? This cotton which was transformed, it was cultivated in many parts of India. Okay, and it was resistant because it was inoculated with a BT gene. BT is Bacillus thuringiensis. Okay, so it's called BT cotton. So people, the farmers were also happy. Yes, now our cotton is free from pest. Then they started growing it in the fields. Wonderful results for 6 months. After that, 6 months, complete resistance happened. Because any modified virus resistance, even now corona resistant virus, because the virus keeps mutating. So resistance is there everywhere. And then it was very sad state. Many farmers, especially in the South Andhra Pradesh, they committed suicide because they were breadwinners of their family. The technology is there, of course, but how long? Are you able to sustain is most important. We are doing biotechnology, we are using BT cotton, we are transforming, but it cannot go on for long because resistance is developed. See, same with COVID vaccine. After that, many people did succumb to COVID, but antibodies were there. They were able to. It was not so severe. So that one effect was there. So, see some new discoveries. Largest single cell bacterium has been found. And now we say the bacteria are छोटे होते हैं, they are micro, but they are visible to the naked eye. new battery. Like this about the fastest supercomputer in frontier. I know sir must be knowing more about it. And then the closest black hole also. So we are just trying to say, you can go ahead, we're just trying to say that we need research aptitude. If somebody is doing an invention, he's not just doing an invention because his mind is always focused on yes, what can I do? What new can I do? And what are you doing in research? There may be many students sitting here, many faculty sitting here. We are all doing PhD. We submit a thesis. It can be a basic research, but don't you think you can transform it into an applied research easily? Just don't think that my thesis I finished, I submitted, it is gone. No. Whatever your thesis, whichever subject, be it management, informatics, or biology, or any other science subject, or anything else, maths, nothing will go just to the drains. Because you've done something, you are the master of your topic which you've done. Because you worked on it for several years. Okay, please. See, this is just, it is by logic that we prove, by intuition that we discover. To know how to criticize is good. To know how to create is better. This is what was told by Henry Poincaré. Please. So now we are actually coming to research. And I'm going to tell you something which is very, very interesting, which we have done in our own scientific investigation. And all research is done with a particular purpose. See, when you're doing research, okay, means you're searching something which somebody has done. It's not necessary that it has to be new each time, but you also come across something new when you research it, isn't it? That's what we're trying to say here. Yeah, please. Yes, and go ahead. I was just trying to tell you that what you're doing in the process of research, what are you thinking about, what do you do in the research process? Nowadays, students just want to write thesis and then submit because they need jobs. It is not wrong. It's not at all, the thinking is not wrong, but give your full time to the research, do it nicely, and then whenever you are asked any question regarding that, you will be the master of that. Master of even more than the references which you have cited or quoted. Please. Now, yeah, go ahead. You know, when you choose a problem, first of all, see, yes, is it feasible? Yes, I should be able to do this. You yourself should be interested in it, not because, yes, somebody told you, your guide tells you do this research, nothing has been done. You tell the guide, sir, I will do on this, but I'll do on this aspect of this. And whether anything novel, are you going to do anything novel in it? Realize, yes, this part of this has not been done, I will do this novel. Same way, is it relevant? And what ethical aspects? So I was telling you about the ethical committee. You need ethical committees nowadays if you're going to go into some biotechnology. Okay, the DPT has made it compulsory. Yeah. So this is to show that how you are going to fill the knowledge gap, go into action, do the discussion, conclusion, and then you come to come to finally what you are going to, what is the way forward, what you're going to suggest to others. Okay? Yeah. So this is generally what research imparts, and you should also know how you can get a grant from, for that anytime we can discuss regarding research grants also, depending on science or whichever subject, from where you get these grants. Sometimes students are not aware. So that also, how you can go in for collaborations. You can even have collaborations within your own, like today your conference is, what is the topic? It is informatics, science management. Isn't that also a collaboration? It is. So you can have interdisciplinary, you need not just do under one thing. You can have botany and zoology collaboration. You can have with informatics. You can have, like sir was talking about bioinformatics. It is most important today, bioinformatics. We have in the University of Rajasthan the Center for Converging Technologies, which is called CCT, Center for Converging Technologies, where there are dual degrees awarded, BTech and Tech. And that has, it has nanotechnology, biotechnology, information technology, cognitive and neuroscience, NBIC. I think Dr. Ramesh Swami, he's here in the audience. He's also faculty, he was teaching there. And so it is a wonderful center. Somehow students are not knowing much about it. And so the student intake is less. And secondly, no permanent faculty members are sanctioned in that course. So it's all from various disciplines students who are teaching there. But it is a wonderful concept and it is going on quite well. Yeah, please. So I think wherever you have research, you have some problems we encounter. Especially during the COVID time, I've encountered such problems that our students are doing research, all the experiments were finished because they could not go to the laboratory, they could not do much. So still those students are continuing their research now because they were not able to come up with the data. So it all happened, but there is no end. You can always muster up courage, continue and go to do the work, isn't it? Okay, you can skip this also. This also, please. So as Sir said that digital, how the digital technology has enabled the research nowadays, that also he has discussed upon about computers. Technogenesis. It's a new phrase, okay, technogenesis. So you can see here, trademark process of working through research and commercialization simultaneously. I'm going to tell you a very important example of that. Please go ahead. Yeah. Next. Yeah, I'm going to come to this. Your topic here is focusing on innovation. So do you have any innovations which in your university, any of you have done? Any of you, any faculty, students, have you done, you know what is innovation? Something new, have you done? Or have you gone, have you thought that I want to do this, but I don't have the equipment, or I don't have the space, or I don't have the facility? Whatever research you have done, it can be carried up to innovation. If you think yes, yes, you can do it. And I will tell you how. With so many examples of persons who have already done it with me. Yes, please. See, if you think you can, you can. Just don't think, "Arey, main kya kar sakta hu, main kuch nahi." No, you yourself be positive, and there's nothing stopping you from doing it. Please. Yes. For this, you need to think outside the box. Thinking outside the box. And how do you know that you're thinking outside? How do you master that? You may not master. Just keep on delving in a subject, and there you are thinking out of the box. Yes. See, you know that the present Prime Minister has already given so much of support for startups. India, people from outside are now coming to India for their startups. I have one of my students from France. He did from Maharishi College. He's now in France. And he just telephoned me saying that his name is Saurabh Tak. I don't know if Ramesh must be aware of him. He says that, "Ma'am, I've done so much of, you can just see in the LinkedIn, he's there. And he has done PhD from Strasbourg. He phoned and told me, I want to come to India because I will get more funding and more of for my startup. Because people are able to recognize the startups more in India. So I want to come." I was overwhelmed to hear him say that. Because now we are having a good startup culture in our country. Startup hubs are there. Yeah, this is what I was going to tell you, that जो भी आपने रिसर्च किया है, पीएचडी थीसिस सबमिट कर लिया है, क्या आप उसको लैब से लैंड तक नहीं पहुंचा सकते? You can, why not? Don't think it is over there. You can make a business plan out of it. There, this marketing comes into play. You can make a business plan and then go ahead as to how you can open your own company from there. Please. Yeah, please. How can you ignite creativity? Do something new. Think. Fail fast is so important because first nobody is going to succeed at their first go. They keep failing first, only later, and then go to social media for inspiration. Yeah, people have done it, so that's why I mentioned. Yeah. Now see this. I'm going to tell you about the entrepreneurship hub, which is there in the University of Rajasthan. It was sanctioned a 15 crore grant, which was I had to go and present in IIT Chennai, along with few of my colleagues who are also from this informatics side, and it was granted. And we established an incubation center, which is called the Entrepreneurship and Career Hub, and which is wonderful. We have invited many speakers, many participants, and done different kinds of training. And what all this training is about, not just about the instruments. We are telling them how you take your research from lab to land, how you can open. See, there are so many women who are not able to go for work, but they can definitely become entrepreneurs. They can work from their home. We put you to the investors. You will say, "Ah, paisa kahan se aayega? Funding kahan se aayega? What humko karna hai?" Yes, we put you to the investors. You can write proposals for the Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, which is called BARAC. You write, give your proposal, and they have 3 rounds of the proposal. And then they sanction a grant to you. 50 lakhs is called the BIG grant. Biotechnology Ignition Grant. That is in biotechnology. Okay, but there are grants for every, even in IT they have. I attended one where the chief minister was giving away awards in little auditorium for all the startups, which is wonderful. They have some IT celebrations, IT days. See, this is bio entrepreneurship. The person has come from Barak. He's telling how to write the grant. All this is happening in our center only, where I was there. And you can see here, and not only that, how you go for IP, intellectual property right. You all know what it is, how you protect the IP, how you go for grant writing, how you go to file a patent. Everything is there, and it's not difficult at all for you. Anybody, not necessarily a science student, I think if a few patents are, and very wonderful, we had wonderful lectures, how youth can go into entrepreneurship. Okay, yeah. And how you can enhance your IP skills. We also called IP lawyers from outside Rajasthan to tell you how to file your patent. This is also an important part of innovation and entrepreneurship. And we had interaction with many startups. Please. Now, I'm going to tell you about some of the important startup companies and which have come up from our own. See this is called Green Nanotechnologies Private Limited. Green Nanotechnologies. This boy K. Jagajanani Rao, he joined me as a postdoctoral fellow in this innovation hub. And we show that on the and previous slide. Yeah. And he opened this company because he had done many new innovations where he had silk, like he dry clean the silk cloth. He has just put nanoparticle coating on that. So after that, you don't have to even dry clean. The microorganism will not even come and stick to it. So like this, it's not something very, it is innovative. And after that, many people came up with such kind of innovation. And he is also doing how you can do controlled delivery of fertilizers and pesticides. And now this boy Sudatta is looking after Barak in Guwahati, and he's also having his own company. Like this biocement, Ikshita Bhaktani, she's in IIT Delhi now, and she has also done biocement. And you will be surprised to know that during COVID, she was sitting in the house and something was raining. So I think she was looking up at the ceiling and then she found yahan se pani aa raha hai. So she did some research in her own house that time as to how I can seal this. Not normal cement, but she has used the bio cement because it is how it can increase the strength and durability of the coating material. So this is how you are thinking out of the box. During COVID also, you're sitting at home, you're looking, one idea is coming up to you and you're doing it. Okay? Yeah. This is the project on biocement. She's done it already. And now I'm going to come to a very, very, very important innovation from the manager. I took him as manager of our this ECH incubation hub, Dr. Madhusudana Murthy. And he's done a wonderful job of just finding a biopesticide, which is very, very cheap compared to what is available in the market. And the number of sprays required is only 2 as compared to many, many more in the biopesticides which are available in the market. See, that is important. As a management or a person, sir will also ask me, is the cost cap? Did you work out the cost or you're simply doing the research? Cost cannot be, should not be more. How will people buy it then? So this person he has developed this biopesticide and patented also. Okay. And what he has done, he has sold it at 32 rupees per kg. It's so cheap. And the then AICT chairman, Dr. Anil Sahasrabudhe, he visited our stall and he was extremely happy to see that, Acha, 32 rupees, itni baar. He said, Merko de do, I'll take it and go and try. Many people have done this trial and it has been successful to, especially on the vegetable crops and all that. And he's opened this company called Joyce Agri Sciences Private Limited. It's doing quite well. And also, see, initially when you are doing a startup, you have your own company. There you also need to survive. You need some money for survival also, isn't it? Because you're starting your company. So you need to work. He was working somewhere, got this, still working with bits, I think, in Goa. And having his company also side by side. This is all some of the work which was, yeah, skill up. Don't chase success, chase excellence. Success everybody's having, but aim for excellence. If you aim for excellence, you can definitely take from academics to marketability. We are all academicians. Marketing strategies. We need somebody from who is a marketing person to tell you about. We had in our own, we had some important persons in our panel, our vice chancellors, whoever were there from them, were also cooperative. So we were able to take, and today we can boast of so many of them, their companies, and with sustainability. Why it is sustainable? Because you know very well, and they are thought out of the box. And that's what I want to tell you, students, faculty members, that you please go in for such you can establish something small in your own university. If you don't have one, maybe you have started one, I don't know. Have an innovation hub. We have an incubation center in the university. We have all the facilities. You can tie up with Rajasthan University if you want any help. You're most welcome to contact me as to how to go ahead further. I'll put you to some of them. He can also put you to the investors and everything. So that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you. See how you can reach. First, you won't want to do it. Then you say, okay, ठीक है मैं कर लेता हूँ. How I do it? Then you say, अच्छा ठीक है कोशिश करता हूँ. I'll try. When you realize, yes, I can do it, I will do it, and then yes, I did it, fine. So no looking back from what you started. Once or twice if you fail, just don't give up because that is your stepping stone to success. Okay, so that's what I want to say. Thank you so much. And I think I was the last speaker, so you must be really patient to hear me today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your presence here today has had a profound impact on all of us, and we deeply appreciate the opportunity to learn from your wisdom and experience. Now, we come to the end of our inaugural session. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. Anju Chauhan, ma'am, HOD of Faculty of Commerce and Management, and the Organizing Secretary of the International Conference on Recent Advancements and Innovations in Science, Management and Information to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all of you. On the behalf of the organizing committee of International Conference on Recent Advancement and Innovation in Science, Management and Informatics, I, Dr. Anju Chauhan, organizing secretary of this conference, extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all of you for gracing with us your presence and making this inaugural session a resounding success. First and foremost, we express our sincere thanks to our chairperson, Dr. Bharat Parashar sir, our chief guest, Professor Dr. D.P. Sharma sir, our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vidya Patni ma'am, our president, Professor Dr. S.C. Jain sir, our registrar, Mr. Rajiv Yadav sir, for gracing this occasion with your presence and sharing their valuable insights. It is with immense gratitude and admiration that we extend for our heartfelt thanks to our esteemed chairperson, Dr. Bharat Parashar sir, for their unwavering support and motivation in organizing this remarkable international conference. We owe a huge debt of thanks to sir for your unwavering support and keeping us focused on this making goal success. We are deeply honored to have Professor Dr. D.P. Sharma sir amongst us today. Your work has enriched our understanding of the profound impact on recent advancement and innovation in the field of informatics and its relevance in the contemporary world. We are truly grateful for your inspiring work and for setting the tone of this conference, your insightful address. And sir, you are truly said that about the AI. We are not dependent on this as much because we should use our mind. They are just a helping hand. So thank you so much, sir. I would also like to express our sincere gratitude to our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vidya Patil ma'am, for sharing their expertise, insights, and innovation idea with us today. Your contribution has laid a strong foundation for this discussion and collaboration that will unfold over the course of this conference. And ma'am gives a lots of opportunity for the students and for us. Definitely, ma'am, we will do for the incubation center. So thank you so much, ma'am. And we are deeply grateful to our supporters, Jaipur Management Association Chapter, Computer Society of Indian Jaipur Chapter, and Indian Science Congress Association Jaipur Chapter for their generous supports and collaboration. Your contribution have been invaluable in making this conference a reality, and we are thankful for your commitment to advancing research and innovation. To all the delegates and participants who have traveled from far and wide to be there, thank you for your active participation and enthusiasm and engagement. Your presence here today to a testament to your commitment to advancing knowledge and fostering collaboration in the respective research field. In conclusion, I would like to once again express our sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for your contribution, supports, and participation in this inaugural session. May the discussion and interaction that follow over the course of this conference lead to new insight, collaboration, and discoveries. Thank you, and we wish you all a productive and enriching conference experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. As a token of our deep appreciation for the time, insights, and guidance our dignitaries have graciously offered us today, we would like to take a moment to honor them with a small gesture of gratitude. Now, I would request our President, Professor Dr. S.C. Jain, sir, to honor our Chief Guest, Professor Dr. D.P. Sharma, sir, with a memento. Thank you, sir.
हाँ मेरा तो हो गया था उनका नाम बोलो ना मैं तो खड़ा ही रहूंगा
Now, I would request convener of this conference, Dr. Shiv Kumar, sir, to honor our guest, Dr. D.P. Sharma ji, with a shot.
अच्छा दूसरी है क्या अच्छा
Thank you, sir. Yes. Now, I would request Dr. Anju Chauhan, ma'am, Organizing Secretary of the conference, to honor our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vidya Bharati, ma'am, with a moment. Now I request Professor Dr. Aradhna Parmar, ma'am, to honor our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vidya Patni, ma'am, with a shot. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would request Professor Dr. Chandan Saran, sir, to honor our President, Dr. S.C. Jain, sir, with a shot. Now I would request Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta, sir, to honor our Registrar, sir, with a shot. As we have been actively engaged in our discussions and presentations, we understand the importance of taking a break to refresh and recharge. It's now time for a well-deserved lunch break. So let's all of us take a lunch break, and I request you all to be back on your seats within 30 minutes as we have a fascinating technical session ahead. Thank you so much to all of you for being present.